Hey guys, I'm Sierra, and it is my turn this week for the weekly blog. And I'm doing what I've done in the past, where I've done a vlog instead of typing things out. And it's been a while since I've done that, so I wanted to do it again. So this week, I'm talking about change. Insert SpongeBob's rainbow with his hands that says imagination, but put the word change. So change. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about change because I've had a lot of changes in my life, and I have probably reshot this video vlog like 50 million trillion times because I feel like I'm just rambling, and so every time I hope to get more clear and concise thoughts about what I'm trying to say. So hopefully this time it works, so we shall see. Anyway, so instead of telling you guys about all the different changes in my life and what I've done about it, because I feel like I haven't done anything remarkable, advice worthy, I thought I would tell you some more the bigger picture of what I was trying to say through my 50 million retakes of this. So one of which is that how you deal with change, I think, is that you focus on what's important and what you can control. So the example I'm going to use is the Shimmer Sparkle Shine project. Without going into long storytelling, the Shimmer Sparkle Shine project is having to relocate to Utah instead of where it started in Colorado. And that's because I graduated, and the organization needs to be where I'm at, because they can't effectively run what we do and accomplish our mission if I am living where the base is not. So now I'm having to rebuild and start from ground zero in Utah. We've had a workshop here once a year and a half ago, but I don't have my board members here. I'm having all new board members except for except for two. I am having to basically rebuild our name here, find places to host workshops. It's kind of like starting over from ground zero. And so at first, when I had that realization, it terrified me. I was like, I am starting over again. I can't believe I have to do this again. But anytime you want to grow, it has to happen. And when trying to figure out a way to clear and concise this vlog for you, I looked up cool change quotes, and I found one that perfectly summarized what I've been trying to say. And that is one reason people resist change, which I'm going to read this here. One reason people resist change is because they focus on what they have to give up instead of what they have to gain. And that is so true for this situation I've been going through. I've been thinking about how I have to give up the places we've had workshops before, and I have to give up my friends who have been there since I started Shimmer Sparkle Shine, and how I have them as volunteers, and the places I have to host them. But what I wasn't thinking about is all of what is ahead of me by changing it to Utah and by growing. I have new girls to help, new girls to hear our message that probably need to hear it just as much as girls anywhere, new people to reach, new resources to touch, all these things that I can gain by having to relocate the base to somewhere else. And I should get used to it, because my goal is to have a functioning charter in every one of the 50 states in the country. And so I'm going to kind of have to do this process to some degree every time I do that. But for our home base, moving it from Colorado to Utah, where I'm at, there's a lot of potential and exciting opportunities that are ahead of me because of that. And that's important with change, is to think about what you're going to gain instead of what you're going to lose. It's kind of like the glass half full versus half empty kind of thing. And so that's something very important that comes with change. Another thing that I learned as I've been going through this change process is you have to think about the base down root, the foundation of what you're doing. And so for Shimmer Sparkle Shine, it doesn't matter where we're doing our message. It doesn't matter. All these external things that I've been worried about doesn't matter. What matters is that our message is being shared, and that isn't changing. How it's being shared is changing, but not what we're doing isn't changing. And so that's something I had to realign and reevaluate with myself, to not get too carried away with the concept of change and everything that's going with it. And so when you're faced with a change in your life, whether it's a foreseen change or an unforeseen change, a wanted change or definitely a non-desired change, focus on the root of what matters, and that will help you be able to put everything else into perspective. And so sometimes, to be able to put that into perspective, you have to go on like a little journey. I think of anytime you have to put something in perspective, it requires a bit of nostalgia. And so when I was packing up a lot of the Shimmer Sparkle Shine stuff my last trip home to bring back to Utah with me to start creating our own set of materials, I came across our banners. And one set of change the Shimmer Sparkle Shine project had 2 years ago is we got a new logo. And so we've always had a banner that girls sign at our workshops as a pledge to love themselves. And I came across our very first banner, and it was adorable, and all the signatures that were filled on it. And then I came across our first self-worth awareness day campaign, how we were at different colleges, and we had to have the girls sign at the colleges a pledge to love themselves, just like we have them do at our workshops. And I came across our current banner that has been filled this much since August of 2015. It has, I'm about to show you. And when I unrolled these banners and I laid them out, that really put everything in perspective for me. And so I wanted to share that with you here. So this is the current banner. Also, my head be chopped off, but whatever. So this is the current banner. All these signatures, these are all girls that we have helped since August of 2015. And I mean, there's still banners filled of signatures from girls previous, you know, that isn't on here. And so I have been able to help all those girls. And so, well, not just me, I do not take the credit. The Shimmer Sparkle Shine project has been able to help all those girls. And so that is what matters, is those people who sign that banner. It doesn't matter where we're at. It doesn't matter that I have to rebuild my board of directors. It doesn't matter that I have to make a name again. It doesn't matter that I have to find new community resources. What matters through all that change is those girls we're helping on that banner right there. And so anytime you're going through change, please remember to put everything into perspective about what matters. And everything else will become easier. Now, I know that's easier said than done. Trust me, I had that epiphany like 3 weeks ago, and I'm still struggling with the change of having to relocate, and I'm having to remind myself on a daily basis. So trust me, I feel like I'm this expert about change and how to handle it, but definitely not an expert. Definitely still struggling. Definitely could use some tidbits if you have any. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you, and I hope this vlog made sense and that this take of having to film this 50 million times to get something that was somewhat cohesive worked this time. And I'm excited for the changes that are taking place. And, you know, with that being said, bear with us. Some things might be changing with the Shimmer Sparkle Shine, you know, having to get all new board of directors except for 2. You know, it's different. It's going to be different, but it's going to be great. And eventually we'll be able to reach my lifelong goal of having a workshop in every one of the 50 states, and eventually a functioning charter in every one of the 50 states. And so, yeah, change is good. Change is good. We just have to remember that. And we can't control how other people treat us, or we can't control the change that they put upon us, but we can change how we treat ourselves, or how we react, or how we take that change. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I love you guys, and thank you for always impacting my life and allowing me to live out my dream of sharing my message with everybody. I love you bunch, and always remember to shimmer, sparkle, shine. Mwah!